Cześć, Kasiu. Wszystkiego najlepszego. 100 lat i tak dalej. And there I will revert to English. I wish you a really, really happy birthday and a very, very special day. And it gives me an excuse to read something for you as a sort of present. I hope you're too busy and having too much fun to listen to this, but you can stay for as long as you like on YouTube, and you can listen to it when you are bored. I'm sure you will not be bored today. Have a really lovely day. And what I am going to suggest to accompany it is something that I know you like, and it is my favourite Janacek opera. No, I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to read a little excerpt from a book called Janacek's Operas, a documentary account by John Tyrrell, Tyrrell. And it's a just collection of reviews, letters, and documents surrounding the genesis, creation, and initial performances and reception of his various operas. And I'm going to be selfish and choose Yenufar, because I think it's my favourite. I haven't heard all of them, but I have heard Yenufar several times and seen it twice, and I think it's an absolute a little masterpiece. I keep saying that. I keep saying the word masterpiece. I must stop saying masterpiece. But it's brilliant, and I know you think so too. So I hope you like these. And what I am going to read is some of the correspondence that Janacek had with Gustav Mahler. I think after the initial performances of Yenufar in, excuse my pronunciation, in Brno were rather less than satisfactory, and he was in a bit of a tiz about what to do about that. So I'll just read these. Hope they make sense to you. I'm sure they will. A letter from Janacek to Gustav Mahler, dated the 5th of December 1904 in Brno. Yes, 1904, I said that, sorry, I am not yet awake. The enclosed Prague reviews of the premiere of my opera Yenufar at the Brno Czech National Theatre speak more clearly than I would be able to about myself. I wanted even earlier to take the liberty of inviting you, sir, to a performance of this opera, although, to be honest, I had no confidence in myself. Urged on by others, I am inviting you now for the sole purpose of hearing your valuable judgment. I therefore ask you, sir, whether it would be possible for you to make a trip to Brno to a performance of the opera, which will take place on Wednesday, the 7th of December. Blimey, that's 2 days after he's writing this letter. Doesn't give the man much chance. Which will take place on Wednesday the 7th of December, or perhaps to a later performance. I hope that a similar invitation from Dr. Baron Otakar, Prajak, will have reached you. And Gustav Mahler replies to Janacek's rather hurried invitation on the 9th of December. Probably saying that he couldn't get on the internet, or they had problems within ISP or something. That's the excuse I always use. As I have already informed Baron Dr. Plajak, it is unfortunately not possible for me to get away from here in the near future. But I would certainly be interested, nevertheless, to get to know your work. I ask if sometime you could send me a vocal score with a German text. And Tyrrell then writes an editorial note. This initiative came to nothing. The vocal score was not published until 1908, and then only with the text in Czech. The performance to which Mahler had been invited on the 7th of December 1904 was the first in the new season. Before then, it had been given twice on tour in southern Bohemia, in České Budějovice, and in Písek. The Brno Theatre, too, decided to revive it again in 1906. Oh, once in Ostrava, 25th of September, and twice more in Brno on the 6th and 9th of October. A request by the new director of the Brno Theatre, Antoš Josef Frieder, for permission to borrow the full score elicited a reply from Janacek, which provides details of payment. 10 crowns, krona, for the use of the score in the 1906-07 season, and 8 further krona, crowns, I want to say zloty, but it's not zloty, for every subsequent performance. These were conditions to which Frieder readily agreed. This revival is significant in that it prompted the conductor, Razdila, to suggest cuts. Whether these were carried through is not known, but in the next year Janacek made a thorough revision of the score, and the changes were then incorporated into the printed vocal score of 1908. Bringing out the vocal score in 1908 was a big event for Janacek, since this was by far his most substantial composition to be published. It was largely on his initiative that the Club of the Friends of Art, Klub Pratel Umeni, began to engage in modest publication activities, a suggestion brought to the committee and accepted on the 2nd of December 1907. Striking while the iron was hot, Janacek proposed as the first publication of the music section a vocal score of Jenůfa. This went ahead surprisingly quickly. Within a couple of weeks, the Leipzig engraving firm of Engelmann and Mühlberg, to whom the production of the score had been assigned, was asking for a printed libretto to help clear up any dubious words. First proofs began to arrive before the end of the year. And that is possibly more detail than you really needed to know. And about the publication of Jenůfa's vocal score. Anyway, I will try. As you know, it's chaos here. I will try to get you a card and something nice in the post today. Oh damn it! I'm going to have to ask for your address again. I'm useless. work something out. So obviously I have missed your actual birthday, and I'm sure that something will turn up in due course. I will stop wasting your time. Have a brilliant day. Bye bye, Cashew. Bye bye.